Hi witches, welcome back to my channel. Why am I tilted? Today, I am reacting to Buzzfeed Witchy videos. Also, I think my blood sugar is dropping. I may have to do something about that, which is weird because I ate like, oh my god, it's like 4 o'clock. I ate like 4 hours ago. Anyways, today I'm reacting to Buzzfeed Witchy videos. We'll see how it goes. I haven't really watched any of these ever, and I feel like a lot of them came out a while ago, so I don't quite know what to do with that. So I don't know what I'm getting myself into. I think there's like a Buzzfeed I Spent a Day with Witches. There's a few other ones. We're gonna see what happens. We're gonna go from there. Okay, Buzzfeed Witch. Okay, we practiced magic with a real, we joined a witch coven 1 year ago. We'll do this one.
If I bind this spell, be mine. I believe I bind this spell, be mine.
Are you technically a warlock?
Spell, be mine. I weave, I bind this spell, be mine.
This is so dramatic for no reason. Which I already don't like, that they put like menacing music over it. Just from that, I'm not like judging the video past that. There's already so many people out there that think witches are automatically bad. We know that the stereotypical presentation of the witch is rooted in anti-Semitism, anti-indigeneity, anti-women. It's rooted in a lot. So I don't like the automatic like drama clicky thing, but we're gonna keep watching. I'm gonna try not to judge it right off the bat, and we're gonna go from there.
The last time we were together in a car was our trip to the Area 51 raid event. It was a beautiful trip. Probably one of the best trips of my life. It was really lovely. What do you all know about witches? When you think of a witch, tell me what you think of. I'm thinking Anya Taylor-Joy. I'm thinking, Blair Witch. I'm thinking, I'm thinking Suspiria.
Witches is, I think, a group of women that do juices and magic words to make things happen.
Honestly, I don't even think so much about like the classic Wizard of Oz type white green face thing anymore. I think of a more kind of LA bougie, almost trendy, like crystal.
Well, guess what? We're joining a witch coven today.
Let's go.
We're gonna,
I love the hype. Immediately love the hype.
it appears, of what a witch is and what a witch does. And you know what? I have it on good authority, and we're gonna partake in a ritual today.
Oh, nice.
Now, I'm very excited. I don't know what type of ritual this is, but there is a co-worker of ours at Buzzfeed who I'm not the biggest fan of. He's someone who I've opened the door for him several times, and he walks right through it without saying thank you. I'm hoping that maybe this ritual.
Oh, maybe we can get back.
You're gonna cast a spell.
Maybe we can do something to
Yeah,
it.
you got vindictive real quick with it.
And just like that, we are here. Welcome to the Green Man. Get ready to meet some witches.
The Green Man Store, a shop in North Hollywood. On top of providing magic and apothecary needs, it also serves the Los Angeles magic-using community with teachings, rituals, events, and the ability to buy one's magical wares. To enlighten ourselves, we sat down with Carrie, one of the store's co-owners and the Dame Witch Mother and High Priestess of the Ked tradition, and Griffin, the store's manager and the Witch Father of the Ked tradition.
Ked tradition? It is a Ked tradition? Ked tradition? Witchy? Okay, I literally don't know what tradition they're referring to, but cool. I don't know anything about the Green Man. They seem like lovely people. Sat them down. Nice.
So, you both are witches? Is that the...
Yes. Yes.
Benji.
That is how we would identify.
Are you technically a warlock?
God, no. That is a very bad...
I love that they just spelled that immediately.
word.
Is it?
Yes.
In general, in the community, the term warlock has been used for many years to represent somebody who's an oathbreaker, somebody who turns on their oath.
Am I?
I don't know. I'm not disagreeing with him. I think he's right. There is a general like term warlock does mean oathbreaker. It does mean betrayer. I do know of people who like take on that term and try to turn it into like a positive thing, but a lot of the people assume because of like Harry Potter that warlock is a man, witch is a woman, which is we're all just witches, babe. Practitioners, folk magic, you know, whatever we want to call ourselves, that's what we call ourselves. But there is a huge connotation with warlock. I mean, witch has had a connotation historically as well.
I in trouble for having said that?
No.
Okay. What is a witch?
Witch is kind of an umbrella term for people who practice the art of witchcraft. It's a word.
I love her. Why am I focus on my face? I love this. So this is just good. This is like, they didn't go into it saying like, are you a Wiccan? I love this.
Word that used to have a very bad meaning. Witches were the people that did bad things to other people.
I mean, there's places in the world where witchcraft will still be seen that way because
I love them. They're so cool. And they're right.
use of the word is for negative, harmful, baneful magic in many cultures, but that's not how it is for people in today's witchcraft community.
In regards to magic use, what is the difference between witches, Wiccans?
There's Wicca and then there's witchcraft.
Oh,
And
yeah.
Some Wiccans are witches. Magic isn't something that everybody practices. I look at this as an art more than a religion. I mean, Wicca
It is an art more than religion.
very much identifies itself as a religion, but God is separate religion.
So that's the biggest difference between what that is and what we are.
You all do not identify as Wiccan.
No, we do not identify as Wicca. Because there's a lot of people who, in Wicca, are working a very potent, very pure, magical, religious, spiritual movement. And without them, we wouldn't have the community that we have today.
That's also correct. This is a really good video. And I like that they're asking genuine questions.
While the history of witchcraft couldn't possibly be abridged to fit this video segment, it's worth pointing out that some sort of folk magic has been practiced by nearly every civilization for hundreds and hundreds of years. As Christianity became dominant, those who practiced witchcraft were persecuted. This pushed practices of magic and witchcraft into the shadows. As Griffin explains, witchcraft saw a revival in the 1940s and 50s. As outdated witchcraft laws were repealed, a man named Gerald Gardner established what was called Gardnerian Wicca, which combined folk magic and earlier practices with society's new and changing values. As Griffin points out, not all witches are Wiccan, and not all Wiccans are witches or even practice magic.
Well, this is such a good video! Holy fuck! Oh my god.
Exist. So what is the type of magic that you practice, or what are some of the things that you use it for?
The form of traditional witchcraft that we practice is the idea that if you're born with a certain predisposition to work the art, if you have the ability to perceive subtler spirits in the world, and you start to develop your ability to commune and to push fate with magic, then you're practicing witchcraft.
You've used the phrase pushing the hand of fate
Yeah.
a couple of times.
Very
And so
cool.
are you saying so you're saying that we do have a predetermined fate, but you're able to manipulate that course?
We see Dane fate as the divine quality of spirit that keeps harmony and life functioning in the universe. So when you push the hand of fate, you're not following the path of least resistance.
I've been doing that for 30 years.
Even people, we have free will, but if you think about it, it's like how often are we enacting free will? We make a choice, but we make what is the obvious choice as the door opens up.
In order to push the hands of fate and commune with the spirits ourselves, we asked Jill, one of the store's co-owners and a clan member of the coven, to show us around the store. We're in this beautiful, beautiful space. This stuck out to me as quite a surprise.
Why would a cauldron surprise you?
So I think what I was trying to do is overcorrect possibly for what I thought I saw in the movies being stereotypical.
My mind went the same way, but with the brooms over there.
Witches love their fucking cauldrons. We love our brooms. We love our cauldrons. Me personally, I love a cauldron.
Right?
See, I thought broomsticks were also another pop culture invention associated with witches. We do all sorts of things with brooms. That's very cool.
But not travel.
We do not fly on the brooms.
Literally.
Now, to us,
I like how, I don't know if anyone else will know that, but witches definitely know what they mean when they say literally. So many cool history. There's so much folklore with brooms and witches.
Uninitiated, this seems evil.
I say yes. So one might think, oh, that's another thing that Holy did.
Yeah. What goes on top of the Christmas tree?
Yes.
A five-pointed star.
Yes.
What goes on top of your Christmas tree? She's right. I love that seemingly like blew this guy's mind right here. He's just like, I love it.
My mind's been blown, honestly.
I just said his mind was blown by that, and it's so funny.
This might be one of the things that I see Instagram influencers adopting.
Oh yeah.
Is
Yeah.
that
We ran out of carnelian because of TikTok.
Oh.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
These crystals and kind of how social media has claimed them to some extent. How much of that would you say has any validity?
It has some validity.
Yeah,
It really does.
I
It's
mean,
just
we wouldn't carry them if they were useless.
right.
That's also a really good point.
So I'm noticing a theme that tell me about maybe this piece here, or perhaps this fawn-shaped man there.
They're seeing the genitals, and they're like, "There's a theme here."
Oh, you're talking about penises.
I am seeing no shyness around sexuality in a lot of this. Is that something that permeates through witchcraft?
Oh yes.
This is the Sheila gig, and she's actually, you will find her actually carved like underneath seats in churches when the laborers were making the church, the woodcutters and the furniture builders and the stonemasons. Christianity was an overlay, but they still had their family practices, so they put their little gods and and the Green Man's all over churches.
As the tour concluded with a visit to the Green Man's incredible apothecary, the time for the ritual was close at hand. And while my comfort level with magic was certainly increasing, the tales of the evils of witchcraft were still to an extent echoing in my ear. We both have an interesting experience with religion. Buddhist monk.
I was a Buddhist monk for a little bit.
I was grew up Southern Baptist. And so the idea for me of witchcraft was always this being a dangerous thing to get involved in.
Yeah.
Where does that come from?
Back in the day, the business of religion is to put the priesthood in between the congregation and the divine. So they weren't punishing women and men because they were doing herb crafting or they were doing a little bit of magic. The problem is if you could access communication with the gods, you're challenging their business structure.
Could you, if you wanted to, do baneful magic?
Cool.
Do you have the ability?
It's interesting for me to hear that you can do baneful magic because there's a coworker of mine. I opened the door for him. He's walked right through without saying thank you at all. I'm curious.
She's laughing. I love that.
To see if maybe there's some sort of ritual or something we could do to teach him a lesson. No, I don't.
Seriously, if you're gonna do baneful magic for something that petty, it's not worth it.
She's right.
It's twice he's done this to me.
When it comes to baneful magic, magic is magic, and witchcraft, you can use it any way you want to. But if you understand that in your actions and your choices and how you're going to apply magic, then you become co-creative in the reality that you finish up living in. So if you're doing baneful and negative magic to people, that's going to be applied also to you. You're going to finish up surrounded by people who are basically baneful type people.
Oh my God, they're doing the ritual. I'm so excited to see what they do. I was not expecting to like this video this much. I just want to make that super clear. I think this is an incredibly well done video. I think the people who are in it are wonderful. They're answering like the kind of more basic questions, but I like that they're getting asked those questions. It feels really nice. Let's do it.
All right, we had our dinner, a little din-din, a little pre-magic din-din.
And then they all disappear.
Pre-magic din-din. I love that.
Scared to go up to the temple where we're about to join them
I'm excited.
for a little. They call it a work, not a
We've been
ritual.
up there for a bit. Brendan's excited. I can tell.
We ready? Is everybody ready?
I'm excited.
We're
Should we put our hands in the middle or something in case anything happens up there?
that's cute.
Just kidding. Whatever bad things happen, then we take it to the grave.
Oh God! All right, let's go.
It's so funny.
Come on.
I'm excited.
This okay. We did this little bit to drum up like suspense for the video, but now it's drumming up real suspense.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
The energy is too much.
I love this little space back here.
Oh.
This is
Oh, real nice setup. We got looks like they're all in ritual robes. With the big cauldron in the middle, all barefoot. Love it.
I'm honestly a little intimidated.
I'm nervous now.
It's the lighting, the cauldron, the robes. It's definitely.
It's just big enough to get bits of you in. We'd have to chop you up first, you know.
Love him.
I'm nervous laughing.
We're not going to do that tonight. We're just going to do a working. It's a working to spellcrafting, and we're just going to basically do one of the earliest forms of traditional witchcraft spells, which is Witch's Ladder.
I love the witch's ladder.
Got 3 different pieces of code that I'm going to work with, only one of them. So it really depends on what we're going to do a working for. And I wanted to throw that out to you and ask you. We could, for example, do a cursing on all people that don't say thank you when you hold the door.
Thank you. That's what I like to hear. But hey, you know what? We won't. I've learned better. Thanks to you. We don't open the door.
I do see. Feel like I see fire implements. Is fire involved?
Yes. Fire is a portal. We call it the Flaming Door.
Oh, that's cool.
I like
That's nice. That's
That
good.
sounds like a
band name.
bar.
Basically what I'm doing is I'm creating a spell of spirits, of 9 sequential spirits, that then, once it is released, it will set about changing the quality of spirit for whatever it's tasked to.
I think this is so interesting. I'm not super familiar with the witch's ladder, so I'm actually learning something in this video too.
And then that will be the foundation of a new movement into something else. It will manifest itself in the world from the spirit out. So then the question is, what am I doing a spellcrafting for?
Well, if this show could work.
Let's do that. Yes. To make this video a success. Tell the spirits that the flagship show Unsolved is ending, and so we need help.
The prosperity of this show. Okay. Just a little bit of room.
Oh, please.
Just a little bit.
So we'll
You're good there.
We'll stay.
We just needed you a little bit. We've already worked the space somewhat, so the space is already sacred temple for us. Light and dark return. Luck be in the back. Light and dark return. Luck be in the back. Light and dark return. Luck be in the back.
So what it looks like, I don't know because I'm not in their tradition. This looks like they're doing things that it looks like a raising in energy, which is so cool to see. I wish there wasn't a montage because I really just would love to witness and sit and see these people do this work. It's just so cool.
By my witch's breath, and by this knot of one, before the gods, this spell is begun.
Love the breath.
By my witch's breath, and by the knot of 4, let the work be done and cast through the flaming door.
People always put menacing music over the ritual. This was probably just so cool to be there. Like,
By my witch's breath, by the knot of 9, this spell is mine.
I weave, I bind this spell be mine. I weave, I bind this spell be mine. I weave, I bind this spell be mine. I weave, I bind this spell be mine.
Well, that's accepted. Oh, yeah, babe.
Love the immediate flame. Hi, Stinky. The immediate flame pop. Love that.
Well, it looks like we'll be seeing a lot more of each other.
So, that was something.
Yeah. That was lovely.
It was super cool, and also coming from a good place. Like, there was so much heart in it, but it was a lot more earnest than I was anticipating, maybe.
I love that. That was, okay, so that was a video that I was expecting to be like a lot. I was expecting that, I wasn't expecting BuzzFeed to do a lot for that video and for that store. That was great. I loved that. I loved listening to what the people at the Green Man had to say. I loved seeing them work. The act of witnessing people in different traditions and in different practices do magic, do a ritual. It is an honor. It is a privilege. And I love that I got to see that a little. This is We Practice Magic with a Real Witch. So let's try this.
Delta Airlines está comprometida a reducir a cero sus emisiones.
Okay, so immediately, this is in 2017, so I was expecting a little bit more conflation. Curly and Sarah learn what Wicca is really all about, and then We Practice Magic with a Real Witch. I don't know what to expect from this one. The other one, BuzzFeed Unsolved, I feel like I think there are new hosts now, which is fantastic. I feel like BuzzFeed Unsolved always has a little more humor and is really respectful. And I can't say that for every video, but for the one I just watched, they did a great job. They were very respectful. They were very inquisitive. And I really think that that's something that's hard to come by. We'll see how this one goes. 2017 BuzzFeed is not a vibe that I loved.
Oh, it's about to get real magical.
Okay, so it's a Wiccan ritual. It's not witchcraft. I don't know which one it is. If it's a witch ritual and they say it's a Wiccan thing, I'm gonna be like,
I'm Sarah.
Oh my god. And I'm Curly.
Whoa. We're fascinated by religion.
Today we're going to learn about Wicca and participate in a Wiccan ritual that'll hopefully give us more success in our careers.
okay.
Today,
Yes.
we're gonna start our journey into the realm of witches.
You know, I'm so excited for this. I got extra crystal to put a little feather in, and I was like, yes.
I don't know anything. I know about like pointed hats, cauldrons. I don't think any of that's real.
Yeah.
It could very well be real.
It could be real. Yeah, I treat it as like a connection to the earth. We're homies. Like, I look at these trees and I'm like, I got you and you got me, and I know it.
Before the ritual, we wanted to get some background information on Wicca. So we traveled to the Green Man in North Hollywood to talk to an expert.
Oh, love.
Scared everybody.
Hi.
Hello.
Guys, nice to meet you.
Hey, I'm Lori.
Hello, I'm Curly.
Hi, Curly.
Nice to meet you.
You
Pleasure.
too.
Where are we currently?
Well, this magical place is the Green Man store. It's in North Hollywood, California. You are on your spiritual path. So you're sort of witchy curious. 1950.
Okay. So it feels like a lot of conflation going on. Because they're saying brief history of Wicca, and now they're saying you're witchy. So I don't know which one it is yet, actually.
Okay, Gerald Gardner in England had his Wiccan tradition.
Fucking Gerald Gardner.
50s and 60s, it started to come into the United States. Paganism it's become an umbrella.
Yep.
And Wicca has also become an umbrella term. And the past few
I think she's right in that. I think that Wicca has become an umbrella term, even though they're not the same. And I think she's right when she says that.
decades, you have the Dianics, you have earth-based spirituality, you have the reclaiming.
Yeah, there are a lot of.
Can I get some water really fast?
Yeah,
I'm sorry for the answer. I can just feel like my throat itchy.
So
Do you care if I keep drinking water while we're doing this? Okay.
Here's some other basic.
I mean, go off. Go water.
Wicca info. Hashtag Wickfo. JK, that's stupid. I'm sorry. Wiccans believe in the existence of magic, and that by practicing magic through rites, spells, and potions, they can affect change. Many Wiccans live by an ethical code called the Wiccan Rede.
I actually know a decent chunk of Wiccans that don't live by the Wiccan Rede. I mean, I feel like this is oversimplifying a religion, and I feel like I am still confused whether this video is on witchcraft or Wicca. The last one, right away I knew it was witchcraft. Saw witchcraft happen, heard about witchcraft. They were like, it's not Wicca. I don't know what's going on in this one.
That states, and it harm none, do what ye will. Many are pan or polytheistic and recognize the goddess and god among many other deities. Wiccans with shared beliefs form covens with whom they practice. Beliefs, practices, and structure can vary drastically across covens.
See, and they don't actually say in this video, like, this is just, could not apply to everyone. They're just like, here's what it is. Okay, moving on.
So every crystal has a different quality.
It feels so weirdly materialistic, although I love hearing Laurie talk. I love hearing Laurie talk.
Or essence. You can charge these with like a kind of a neutral. You can charge these up with your intention on the full moon.
Mhm.
You charge them.
I know zero.
First you need to clean it, so you can put it in a bowl of salt water under the full moon. You can clean it by air with incense or sage, and you charge it up using your magic and your personal juice.
Your juice. I got a lot of personal juice.
You do. I can see that. So pendulums are part of divination. So you have to sort of tune in, get quiet.
So I think it's interesting. I don't know if Laurie had any ability to format this video, but this is like, I mean, this isn't just Wiccan stuff. This is just tools of witchcraft. So once again, don't know if this is a witchcraft video or a Wicca video.
And you're basically telling the...
And let me say, everything Laurie is saying feels like it's relating to witchcraft, and then she gave a history of Wicca, so I don't know.
Pendulum, what is a yes and a no? This is a yes, and then the pendulum, and this is a no. So then when you're going to the health food store and you have to decide what kind of vitamin C you want to get and which one is better for you, you
take out your pendulum in the store and you're like...
Every candle has a different color, and you've got two-tone candles.
Yeah, what are
you've
these
got cats down here.
Two-toned ones.
Well, this is what you are, absorbing, or you're releasing, and then this is what you're bringing in. There's also some...
I think those are Madame Pamita candles.
There's some phallic candles as well. I didn't see those at first.
Why is everyone so surprised about sex things? I know this sounds weird, and maybe it's because I've been a witch for so long and I'm so used to like how sex magic or phallic candles or phallic things are there, but I feel like it's been brought up twice, and I guess it makes people not uncomfortable, but I think people get surprised by it. I just love the penis having a penis candle on hand. Important. You can use a cucumber too, but you're never gonna know when you need a penis candle, okay? That's all I'm gonna say.
What would you use a penis candle for? We're just gonna ask.
Yeah.
You could use a penis candle for a fucking lot.
What do you think we would use a penis candle
Well,
for?
I don't know.
I love that she goes, what do you think you would use it for? Like, what do you think? It's a penis candle. I know. And I literally I love the questions, but how much do you think can be done with a penis candle? Answer, a lot.
I could be like, I would love to kill his boner if I'm mad at him.
Yes.
Think about the driving primal force of
You can kill a boner with that.
masculinity that is represented in that phallic symbol.
Wizards are a thing, right? That's not real.
And what are wizards? And what do wizards come into
What are you-
It's all real, Sarah.
What I'm
Wait
doing is...
outside. How does this work? Do you eat it? Do you burn it? Do you smoke it?
You can burn it. Root, stem, leaf, branch, berry.
Can I rub this on me?
Sure. The prosperity.
Saying, yes, this is someone who's made incense. If it contains resin, rubbing it on you will make you so fucking sticky.
Prosperity, there's nothing left.
Dragon's blood is very powerful to heal cuts.
What about for hangnails?
Yeah.
That's a common problem.
Your real questions.
It seems like a lot of work, and I watch too much television to have time to do this.
That's what I feel like too. I got the crystal, and then I also got an incense burner.
Did you get incense for the burner?
I got incense, I got coal, and then I got herbs to burn it.
I'm excited tomorrow to like actually see what happens because we're gonna be doing
Yes,
some
alrighty.
work.
So I gotta put my cross away.
I'll hide my giant Jesus tattoo on my back.
Perfect.
Today we're participating in a Wiccan ceremony ritual that is
Once again, is it Wiccan or is it just witchcraft? This feels like I don't know, I feel like I don't know which one it is.
hopefully going to lead to some career success.
I'm just hoping that I have a little bit more money in my wallet by the end of the day.
You expect that quick a turnaround?
Yeah, I believe in miracles.
I want to be like a savant at, being a witch.
I'm nervous that I'm going to get the church giggles while I'm there. Well, hopefully that doesn't happen today.
To prevent making complete fools of ourselves during the ritual, we enlisted a little help.
I'm Yvonne Conway Williams.
Oh, she's an elder high priestess. Cool.
I've been practicing witchcraft since 1982. I'm an ordained elder high priestess in my coven.
It sounds very badass.
Yeah.
The witchcraft was something that I wanted to do to kind of take control of my life.
What are some of the most common misconceptions?
Let's see, the biggest one I think is that we worship the devil. There are witches who do, but in Wicca, the Christian devil isn't even recognized as an existing entity per se.
Okay, so this is a Wiccan video. She's Wiccan. This is the only, it's been 5 minutes and I have received no clarification until she talked. Now I know.
So now we're gonna get ready for this ceremony.
We're gonna get ready.
This ritual.
All right.
It's gonna be amazing.
Is there anything that we should know?
Always go clockwise. The energy that we're gonna,
Are we now, after the ceremony, close to being witches?
You've now had experience, but a lot of traditions, it'll be like a year and a day study.
Oh,
That's true. My hands are so dry.
What I'll have you guys do is as you come in, I will anoint you with some oil on your forehead, which will be about where your third eye is. We start with a grounding, to make sure that you're all centered before we start. Take off any tension or stress you may be carrying, let go of your worries, and visualize roots growing from the base of your spine, down your legs, out your feet, down to the earth's underground rivers. So visualize tree branches, and let yourself be at one with the earth and the universe. We'll do a cleansing of the space.
Nice.
Sacred space. Earth and water by casting the...
Oh, she's doing an elemental cleanse.
Acceptance.
Elemental cleanse. Love them.
True accord with me, and as my will, so mote it be.
So mote it be.
What's called calling in the quarters, which would be the north, south, east, and west.
This is a Wiccan video. Nice.
And bringing in those particular energies.
Ooh, she got an ass. Look at that asime. Damn, I don't know where she got that. That looks cool.
Down our circle, so to speak. Hail ye lords of the western quadrant. I do summon, stir, and call you up that you may bear witness to this rite and lend your protection in the west. And then I'll do what's called casting the circle. And casting the circle is creating an energetic barrier.
So it's interesting because in the last one, they weren't a part of the ritual. They were just present for it. This one, they're actually a part of it.
We'll raise a cone of power to kind of raise more energy.
Mm-hmm.
Energy rising up through your roots, past the underground rivers, rocks, and soil back until it hovers like color.
I cannot gauge how seriously they're taking it, and that I don't know. But I do know there's a lot of montages here.
Passing around faster and faster. If you really know, as if it was a blanket. Just connect it. And we'll call in the Lord and the Lady. Great Goddess, Mighty Mother, raise the power of the sacred rite, refresh us with your kiss, and grant us the pleasure and peace.
Yeah, they signed up for a Wiccan ritual. They don't know the Wiccans go hard. Their rituals are long. There's a long ritual. They take forever. Not in a bad way. They do everything very systematic. It's very, I think the note that I want to make is both of these videos, the Witch's Ladder was less ceremonial, very folk magic-y, but I think that both of them were on the more ceremonial side. Although I would say the witch's ladder is very much folk magic and traditional witchcraft, as the person from Green Man, ow, stinky cat, the person from Green Man said.
Your company, and then we'll start all the work. Today we're going to be working on success. Any kind of piece of paper, bullet point words of something that you want to manifest in your career.
We're gonna have to read this out loud.
No.
Okay.
You're going to first look at these oils. There's a variety for different purposes. And you're going to apply one to a candle.
This one? Beauty. Oh, it smells delicious.
Element of earth, I ask you.
Oh, but what's cool is that you can participate in a way that
You don't
might not
normally
be
get
able
to in other religions.
Yeah.
Element of air, I ask for your aid. Everything also, like, as it was happening, it made sense to me, even though, like, I had never experienced it before.
And then we're going to have cakes and ale, or actually maybe cinnamon buns and martinellis. And then we will do everything in reverse.
I admire this ordained high priestess because I would not be able to do all of that. I don't have the patience.
Circle is open, but unbroken. May the love of the goddess go in our hearts.
Mary have we met, and Mary have we been. So Mary let us part, and Mary meet again. That is ended. Blessed be. Huzzah!
Usually after a ritual, we'll do a feast. And the whole point behind the feast is to kind of pull our energy back down.
Yeah.
I had a lot of fun doing it. I was up in the sun, I was deep in the earth. I felt like I was also a little awkward because at one point I walked the wrong way and I was like, no, walk the other way, and I had to walk the other way.
It's sort of like farting in yoga class.
I don't fart in yoga class, Sarah.
Everybody farting.
Sick farter, yoga farter.
I really like the elements where you're...
Definitely feels like it's a 2017 BuzzFeed video. Imagine the reaction if they did a We Practice Christianity with a real Christian video and then you see them cracking jokes and making funny faces in a church. That's a note. Witchcraft and Wicca are two different things. You can be one without being the other. Everyone in the comments is witch and Wiccan aren't the same. I do think a lot of people felt like this. Yeah, a lot of people felt like they were disrespectful. I think I didn't pick that up, but I also sometimes just don't pick up that kind of stuff. I wasn't expecting anything from the 2017 video. I got a little more, I felt like a lot of the comments were kind of seeing it as it was. They brought a whole ordained high priestess to do things, and then it kind of felt like it was a little bit more difficult, you know? So I didn't interpret it as disrespectful, but other people may have. And I think that's what counts, is if a lot of people are interpreting something you're doing as disrespectful, it may be that. Other things I noted, I really liked the BuzzFeed Unsolved one, and I wish they didn't do the intense music at the beginning and then like a lot of montage during the ritual. I would have loved to just see the practitioners' work. And yeah, I don't watch BuzzFeed a lot anymore, so thank you for the people who recommended me to watch these videos. I feel like the second one did a really good job. They asked really good questions, and first one, I could have lived without it. You know? If there are other specific videos about people spending the day with witches, etc., let me know. Put it in the comments. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching. Remember to drink water. If you want, you can like, comment, subscribe, and turn the bell on, but absolutely no pressure. And I hope you have a great rest of your day. Siate benedetti.